15-mile-an-hour winds, surfing my way back to camp. Wanted to show you these coves at sunset, so hang with me. Got some good stuff coming. If you get seasick, take your Dramamine now, because you're gonna need Dramamine to watch this stream. Alright, hello, thank you for the like. Getting the camera adjusted. Alright, we're gonna go out here and show you what surfing the sunset looks like. You ready? We're back here in a cove out of the wind now. And just put it in the chat if the noise is too loud. I'm gonna get out here and catch me a bit of a wave. I got a really light load. There we go. If my camera will stay steady. Dr. Bob's Nightmare, hello. Here's a nightmare for you. It's going good. I'm battling these, I'd say a good 15-20 mile an hour winds. And I'm gonna coast out here into the waves, and then I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna surf them back into this cove. So, if you get seasick, you better take your Dramamine now, because you're going to need some Dramamine to watch my stream. We got big waves, and about 2 or 3 miles of open water out in front of me, so nothing to block the wind. It's nice and warm afternoon. I've been skittling in and out of the coves all day. Hiding in the shade, staying out of the wind, but now I've got to come around this big windy corner to get back to the parking lot. And can't read, there's a big sun glare. Put up a sail. Yeah, it's a little windy for that. I'll probably blow me topside. These gusts are pretty serious. We're white capping out here. Let me give you a better Ormanay eye view of the water. Here comes a decent wave. The wind's kind of starting to die down a little bit. Let me see if I can't catch this wave here. We'll turn around on her. Well, it was white capping really good a minute ago. All right, here we go. Here's a little bit of an energy. Get this free ride into the shallow water. There it goes. A little pumping. We'll get on top of it. And we are officially surfing now. Here we go. We're going to drop into this one. Watch how it speeds up. Bam, we are surfing now on the live stream. You notice how it lurches, it slows down, and then it speeds back up? That's the front side and the back side of the wave. See if I can turn it. Oh. That takes the wind out of your sails right there. But I'm afraid it might be a bit too windy for put up a sail. So I got a boat here off in the distance, but unfortunately it's so windy, it'll kill the wave. So whatever the wind provides is what I'm gonna get. So, all right, I'm gonna work on around this corner. I want to show you all and broadcast this really cool cove around the corner. So we're gonna fight this wind a little bit. Stick with me. There'll be some beautiful scenery. So right now, if there's anything in the chat, there's such a huge glare on the camera, I cannot see it. We'll get over here to the shady spot in a minute. Let me get out here and around this corner. I took off out of here this morning, about 8 o'clock this morning, and it was really nice and calm. Oh yeah, it's my fiberglass. My fiberglass paddle is carbon fiber. That's all I saw there. I see a boat off in the distance. All right, let me get around this corner. I got the sun directly in my eyes. There's just no way around it unless I want to go backwards. And this thing's reverse don't work very good. My back muscles are tight. Oh, we'll get around this corner real quick. Sorry if y'all are seasick. You need Dramamine to watch my stream. Oh, just hit my camera with my eye. But there's some pretty decent waves coming from over there. I'm probably on about 18th or 19th out of the miles I've done today. I went way up the lake for about 6 hours. And there we go. So that bridge over there, I was a few miles beyond that bridge back in a different wilderness area. And now I've actually run into some good luck. Let me take my headphones off. I'm listening to some Tom Petty. So my aunt had bought my mom a car. My aunt Kathy in California bought my mom a car. And so she gave me her old junky van that she was driving. It's a piece of crap. But I just been wanting to go camping and kayaking. I've been, you know, playing around in the wilderness and playing cowboy for a while. But now I'm like in an official state park campground with a bathroom and, you know, fire pit. It's real cushy. I don't have to hide from nobody, and I'm not trespassing on anybody's land. So I got a real light load, and I'm just out enjoying a paddle at the lake. Check out these waves. This is what I'm riding around with. This the camera kind of shows it differently. I don't know how well you can see them, but I'm only from my waist to my eyeballs off the surface of the water. So to me, the waves look a lot bigger, you know. So we're gonna go around these coves in the wind. It'll go real fast. See, it's a big surfing wave right there. You gotta be careful though. You don't want to surf a wave up onto one of these stumps of wood. So I'm actually kind of needing to slow down a little bit and not speeding up, because I'm in some pretty decent waves. If you can see all that behind me here and in front of me. They just don't look that big on camera, but they feel big when you're sitting down here on the water level. Whew. All right. Well, we made it around that corner. There's one more corner to make it around. And I doubt we're gonna, I haven't been to this spot in a couple years, but at the end of the summer, there's a walking trail right behind those piece of woods there. So it's not like wilderness. It's a really fancy lake. No, I don't do all that, Mr. Dr. Bob's Nightmare. I have a strictly stay dry policy. Because you know what? When you stay dry, you stay warm. Staying dry is the name of the game. So everything on the bottom of the boat is more than welcome to get as wet as it wants. But if my socks get wet, something went wrong. I've been real adamant about that, and from my kayak for 20 years, I got a nice piece of cushion foam, you know, to rest my feet on, and I've got my footrest all customized out with padding, and it's really comfortable. You know, it's like sitting in an easy boy chair. you know, I've got extra butt pad that I bought and an extra, made a real good back padding out of some other old stuff. It really is the most comfortable chair I own is my kayak, unfortunately. No, I'm not smoking crack. I just can't get this damn cigarette lit in the wind. Oh my goodness. We'll let the sun go down a little bit further. We'll peek around the corner for a good sunset live stream. Thank you for joining me. I'm way up north. I'm in Missouri. I'm not in Kansas. We're not in Kansas anymore. But I'm up here in Missouri. I had this really cool thing happen. This guy named Dom I ran into, he's a glass maker, and he makes like little figurines out of hot glass. And I bought a little turtle from him. I was at this medical marijuana place, and they were having this big old customer extravaganza, and they were giving away all kinds of stuff, and so they had vendors there. And I met this guy named Dom, and he happened to be from the same town that I'm from. And I told him what I was doing, that I live streamed from my kayak, and I'm going out to spend a couple weeks out at a state park where it's real cushy. And so he gave me another turtle, and he gave me a big old fat marble. He makes marbles and pipes and little figurines and stuff. But he had like a little tiny imperfection of a flat spot on the marble. So I took that marble, I went and bought me some of that Gorilla Glue, which is like the imitation E6000. It's some pretty heavy duty goopy epoxy. And I stuck that marble in the fork of a tree, and I put a big old pile of epoxy and blobbed it in there, and then I spread it on with the leaf, and then I put a bunch of more epoxy. I used about a half a tube of epoxy. And so I got the coordinates mapped out. So it was on this little island, and I've got my first geocache that I've ever made is on a little kayaker's island, someplace only a kayaker would stop and watch the sunset. So if you ever want to find that big giant marble glued to a tree, go to Paradise, Missouri, and go to the large island. Look around on the west side, and you'll find it epoxied to the fork of a tree. Big wave. All right, enough story time. Let's get around this other corner. A beautiful evening. Just a little bit windy, but I like it like this because when it's windy, you actually get more propulsion. It's, you know, they don't call it the doldrums for nothing when the pirate ship's sails won't blow and it's just a dead calm wind and a flat ocean. Now, sometimes that's nice to paddle in, but I like it when there's some waves to ride up and down a little bit. I don't know, I'm a weirdo. But any more than this and I would get off the water. If it was really truly white capping, which it is a little bit off in the distance, but I'm less than a mile from my parking lot at this point. Big wave, riding the waves. So I'm sorry right now, guys, I cannot see the screen. Once again, I'm heading into the sun. Get around this corner, hit these waves at the right angle to prevent too much splashing. Oh, look at these diving ducks. Those are the kind of ducks that dive underwater. It's really cool. Big wave. Oh. There they are. They're kind of like loons. I don't think they're loons though. It's just some kind of diving duck species. I don't know exactly what kind they are. But they're cool looking. Alright. Oops, sorry about that. Alright guys, I need to get around this corner. The wind is just whipping me all kinds of wrong directions, and I'm playing with this camera. Oh, and there they go. Trying to get this diving duck on there. There she is. These things are cool. When they take off, they head straight towards the water surface like a torpedo, and then fly just inches above the water. They're really neat. I can see the chat's rolling, but it's too glary. I can't read them. I'm sorry, guys. All right, I really need to get around this corner. All right, let's get on around this corner. I'm just out here in the wind like an idiot filming a bird. But there's a lot of stumps right in the glare. You know, if you're driving down the road and the glare is right in the wrong spot. But I need to be careful I don't hit any of these stumps. So let me clear this little area here real quick, and then I will reset. My goodness. I'm at the wrong angle for these waves, but I don't want to go further into those woods. Oh, big waves, big waves. Just getting beat up over here, folks. All right, let me get on almost around this corner. Let me focus on that. Big waves. Big waves. Big waves. Actually, they're kind of small, but they're choppy. And if you don't hit them at the right angle, you get splashed. So now, there we go. Turn my back to that a little bit, huh? We'll be out of those waves in just a second. So, get ready to go back here into these coves. They don't go very deep, but they're really pretty. I like it back here. So I wanted to show you these real quick. Welcome to the Dramamine stream. If you get seasick, you better take your Dramamine now, because you're going to have some motion sickness watching my stream. So, I've been out since about 8 this morning, and that bridge over there is kind of the entrance to a whole nother wilderness area, and it goes back into a big, huge, man, it goes back miles and miles, and another bridge and another few miles beyond that. So there's a lot here to explore, but I don't have a fully loaded kayak, and I didn't plan on staying out all night. If I had to, I could, but I intentionally plan on heading back to my campsite. So I'm traveling really light. I did about a little 20-mile circuit today. I'm about a mile away from my truck, but I wanted to see these coves. Oh, missing it, my bad. It was that eagle. Let's go back here, and there's some of there's those diving ducks skittering across the water. Oh, those things. dip and dive these trees here. There's a lot of rocks on this edge. You got to watch out for that. But I doubt we'll see a deer. There's a walking trail just on the other side of that tree line. So I'm not really worried about trying to be quiet or nothing. Just slowly taking a break, getting out of the wind from that. Let the wind blow me a different direction. Check out this old knotted up, about to fall in the water tree. That is so cool looking. I say woodpecker's had its way with it, huh? My goodness. Yeah, those waves, it's nice and calm back here. So that's what I like about these kind of places. Even when the weather's really gnarly, you can always find a little cove. It's nice and calm and got some shade on one side. You know, you can always get out of the wind and take a break and then get back out there and travel a little further and then find another spot to hide in. So, hello, welcome to the Dramamine stream. I don't know if I might lose my signal coming back here, but stick with me. I'm going to stay rolling. I think I'm down at the end. I'm pretty close to the campground, so I figure I got a decent signal. Welcome to the Surfing Sunset stream. We'll get turned around to that sunset in just a minute. We're going to get to the end of this cove first. And we're going to turn around right back into the sun again. Stick with me. I'm what you call a gunk holer. A gunk holer is somebody that goes along every little bit of the shoreline and looks at every little nook and cranny. So I have to go through every little part. Been so dry here this summer. We don't have good moisture in the trees and there's not a lot of good color for fall foliage, but I may be a week or two early. We're still monitoring. I'm still waiting for that good fall foliage live stream. That'll be a nice one. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. I appreciate the watch. Made some other little videos. I got several days worth of videos. I'm all backed up on production with editing and making shorts, and then I've been getting lazy and just making little clips and making shorts instead of making long videos and then making shorts out of those. So I've got so much stuff I need to get rid of on my camera. There'll be a lot coming real soon. Now that I've got a car and I can charge up my batteries a little bit better, I've got kind of a plan for that. Oh my goodness. Big old cool looking log. Looks like manifold pipes coming off a big old motor. It's the world engine manifold. This wind block over here, it's not going to do me much good because I still got to travel back to the parking lot. But there's, oh, there he goes. I forgot to look for him, darn it. That is not a bald eagle, that is a big hawk though. Here he coming back again. Oh, cool. Alright, let's see if I can get him. Alright, where is he at? There he is. He is right in the sun spot. I cannot get him focused. Hold on one second. Those things are smart. He knows right how to be in that sun. Sorry about reconnecting. Oh, I'm not live anymore. Alright. Let me see if I can get out here on the water and get better power. That's a bummer. In my stream, I know. Kept saying it was reconnecting back there, back in the code. That usually happens. So, just gonna head back out here to the open water. The waves have calmed down just enough to make it tolerable. We're gonna head on back into the wind. Oh my goodness, are we ever into the wind? Let me mute this microphone for that wind. Well, this wind has just been a monster the last several days. This is the first day all week I've been able to get on the water. It was like 30 and 40 mile an hour gusts the last couple of days. It was just a little too much. But we'll get around this corner and get a little bit of that sunset. It's a high pressure system. There's no clouds of any kind. So probably going to be a bit of a boring sunset. Well, we'll show a little bit of the early stages of it, but I got to pack up and load up and drive back to my campsite eventually. And young man like me getting hungry after a few hours. I've got food with me. I've got snacks. And but I'm wanting to make like a meal, you know. Alright, let me get you turned back around. I'm going to mute the microphone because of the wind. Thought, welcome to the sunset through the trees. It's a beautiful evening with a bunch of wind. Looks like there's some people up here on this boat dock up here doing something. Big old speedboat out there coming by. That dude's hauling balls. Check this dude out. Oh, that's a pretty yellow boat. That's a nice boat. I think he slowed down for me or something, I'm not sure. I don't mind when they do that. They probably think that they're helping me out. Oh dang, I didn't see all these chats. I'm sorry. Who else is there? Astro Fugitive, I see you there now. Hello. Ooh, boy, did you hear that? Somebody's got something on in there. Thawing chicken out for dinner. Man, that sounds good, dude. I've got some interesting flavor spam I'm getting ready to eat when I get back. I didn't bring my skillet with me. I've got a bunch of food, just snacky stuff, but I don't have anything good to party with me. So. Alright. Boy, it sounded like that guy on the boat ramp just ground his motor into the dirt. There's a parking lot right on the other side of this tree line. I'm right here at the boat ramps. So I am going to go around the corner and stay live for a little bit longer. So I'm down to about a half a mile. Oh. Welcome to my live stream. I hope you took the Dramamine. Slowly paddling back to the parking lot, but I am going to go around the corner and we'll catch the rest of this sunset. But I am taking my time. I've been battling these waves for about 2 hours, and I'm an old man, so I'm taking my time. I hope y'all enjoy the view. I'll turn y'all back around. Thank you for being here. Into the waves we go. It's so windy, the wind killed that nice big wakeboard boat. That would have been a nice surfing wave to ride. Welcome to my live stream. Oh, look at this big old doggy getting ready to get in the boat. Doggy in the boat. Doggy in the boat. Oh wow. Man, I got seasick delivering newspapers. Riding around with this crazy son of a bitch in the back of his truck, turning corners every 30 seconds. And then I never had no problems in this little boat. But on a big boat, it feels really funky for about an hour, and then I get used to it. Hasta la tracker backer. Alright. Well, my vehicle is just to the left, but so is the sunset. And I'm gonna head out here just a little bit around the corner, dig in the back and get me a snack. Got some Little Debbie, you know those Nutter Butters with the crispy wafer, chocolate peanut butter. They make soft ones now, like an oatmeal cream pie or like a moon pie. They got soft ones now. That's all I could think about ever since we've been talking about food. I'm just about keeping up with this boat. There it goes. I almost kept up with them. I wasn't really even trying. There we go. Get over here out of the wind and dig out some snacks. Yeah, I love those things, man. I got a bad sweet tooth, but I love just about, I eat a lot of peanut butter and chocolate. I'm old school. I don't like a lot of candy, but I like chocolate and peanut butter and caramel and that kind of junk. Alright, we're going to go down here out of the wind on the other side of this cove. Just right straight across over there, and it's snack 30. So, one more cove of wind to fight. We'll be there. Oh, how many paddle strokes across you think that mile is? I'm gonna bounce my way across there, skipping across like a skipping stone. So I've officially just passed my vehicle. All I have to do once I get to this other side, the wind will blow me back to my van. But I don't want to sit and take a break right there in the wind, so I'm going to go to the other side of this cove. And then I'll live stream for a few more minutes, but then when I'm ready to turn around, I'll shut it down. Ooh, yeah, we got some nice waves we're riding here. Check these bad boys out. Oh yeah, we're surfing now, folks. A little splashy. We are officially surfing now. Whoa. There we go. Grab this wave right here. We're gonna ride this the rest of the way across. My camera's just a little too wild there, huh? Alright, I better slow down. I outrun the wave I was surfing. There it is. Now we're on it again. Oh, the wind's getting lighter, but the waves are getting bigger. That's a good sign for me. That means a free ride. All right. Sorry about pretty bouncy ride in those waves. All right, now we're back on track. I'm gonna go over here out of the wind. Take me a break. Nice way on the walking trail over there at the end of the cove. This is definitely not wilderness. this. This is a really cushy, upscale state park with a really fancy walking trail all the way around it, which is what's right behind this row of trees that you see. Is a nice walking trail all the way around over here. It goes all the way to the campgrounds, I think. But as usual, I made my way up into the wilderness section. Got a little bit of footage, but not much. Got some good pictures of different stuff. Made some silly videos. And I'm pretty tired. Bear with me. If I lose my signal, I'm only going to be on the shoreline for a couple seconds. Oops. All right. It got a little chilly there in that wind. October finally got cold, huh? It was like 44 degrees last night. It wasn't too bad. But what I need to do now is dig out some snacks. I'm going to eat a snack while y'all watch the sunset. Hopefully. There we go. Hopefully I'm still live. No. And unfortunately, my snacks are underneath the boots. So this is the process. Hopefully I've got my camera tripod tied good enough so it won't tip over. The first thing I gotta do, move my boots out of the way. Put them on top of my life jacket. And hope that the tripod doesn't knock them over. I've knocked my boots into the lake doing this before. It's a real bummer when that happens. All that for a little Debbie Nutter butter. So worth it. All right, I'll put my boots back. Whew. All right, let me take you back out to the thing. Uh-oh. Welcome back if you stuck around. Thanks for sticking around. I'm having trouble with connection coming in and out. Whew. But I'm hungry. I burned a lot more calories than this thing's going to give me back. Man, the thought of loading this kayak up at the end of the day. Oh, yep, I'm back now. I'm in and out, huh? Oh my goodness. Talking about all that food, I had to dig me out my little Debbie snacks. But let me jump over here to the other side and get a better view of the sunset. Oh, there's somebody lurking down there on the trail. This is a pretty wide open cove. I would imagine I still got a decent signal back here, possibly. All right. There we go. Now I can see the sunset again. All right, hang on, folks. Oh, there's somebody fishing down there. That's all right. He's not on camera. Paddling backwards. I don't like it. Let me gain some ground to go this way a little bit further, and then I'll turn around again. I just don't like paddling backwards. We'll meet up with this nice little wave that's coming in. I'll ride this nice little wave back in. It'll be perfect timing. Then I'll be on the right side, get my band logo. That wave, we're gonna have to chase it down. I'm gonna chase down that wave. Whoa. Right here, see that wave there? We're gonna ride that. That's our ride right there. And we own it. Surf them just like that. You don't want to go too fast because you'll get ahead of that wave. So you want to take off at an angle and ride that wave even a longer distance. You can zigzag back and forth and just ride these all the way back to the end of any cove you want. And it's a free ride. And that's what surfing a kayak it looks like. Let's get ahead of it, watch it. Ooh. I got a lot of rocks there. I better chill out. Alright. Now we're on the other side. Got the free ride. Well, that didn't make you seasick. Nothing will. I'm either going to have to get off the water or start putting jackets on. It's getting chilly quick. I'm eating while I'm paddling. I hope y'all don't mind. But there's a gentleman over here fishing off to the left. And I want to get out of the way of their line. I still got a decent sunset in that other camera, I suppose. Alright, we're going to go out here to the no wake zone sign, and then I'm going to turn around and go back in. I appreciate y'all coming and watching. I'm going to end it at an hour, so it's like another 4 minutes, and I'm going to shut her down. Thank you so much for coming and chatting and adding to the algorithm of success. I appreciate all the interactions. Turn around and get one last look at the sunset. Right now we're looking at this seagull on this sign. There we go. Oh, there he goes. He left anyways. Alright, almost there. We're going to turn around at this no wake sign, which is what this is. Beyond this, boats are free to floor it, but this is a nice little keep your boat under wraps zone that I'm in. So I better not rev my motor, right? Alright. Well, that is officially our turnaround point. We're just going to enjoy the last few minutes of this sunset. I do appreciate y'all being here. Give you some nice close-up view of that far offshore. And we'll get you back to this sunset. Road. My angular momentum angled my momentum angularly. Get you turned back around. I'm digging through my pockets and stuff. Okay. There we go. Thank you for coming to my live stream. Hope you enjoy the sunset from the kayak. Hope you don't get seasick. Just a beautiful afternoon. The first couple of chilly, cold days in October. I finally was able. First day I wore sweats in my kayak all day with no shorts. So it's officially fall to me when that happens. Okay, I'm down to the 2-minute warning, folks. I'm going to shut it down in an hour. Thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you for enjoying the sunset with me and the sunset surfing that we got in today. Got about 20 miles of traveling in. We created a new geocache on an island. We got some good pictures of some waterfowl and some ducks. Got some good pictures of some deer this morning, but they were in the campground, so it doesn't count. Wasn't from the kayak. And some other nice pictures of other things. And I'm really backed up on video that I haven't downloaded and made videos of yet. So stick around. There'll be a lot more to come. There's a lot of editing and a lot of production work I need to get busy with, and start cranking those videos out a little bit more timely manner, I guess. I don't know. I'm just sitting there in my camera roll too long gathering dust, so I'm either gotta produce videos or delete them. So thank y'all for joining me, and we will see you next time.